but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Open man is Jakobi Meyers. He's got it.
Come on now, let's go.
The Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. He's crazy. He's checking. Check.
On 1st down, Singletary, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
He don't want it.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Able to get there and pick it. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We're scoreless.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 4 down.
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go. Set. 60. Orange.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Hey, check the Greystone Trap. Greystone Trap. Set.
as they run left side. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had it.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taken from just outside the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough thing for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll run on first down. Singletary, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. They can't hang with us.
And now they'll throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to work.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 31, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
There we go, Mike. Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. Mike 20, Mike 20,
2
Mike
minutes
20.
on the clock in what's
I'm
been a
about to take you to
scoreless
school.
first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
On first down, Singletary, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make them...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. No chance. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got it.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, baby.
His brain remembers when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Now he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
Free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, I got the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house.
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19.
Here we go.
Probably
Here we go.
should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
Let him know. Let him know.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
At After the interception, here's Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Bring it up.
At their own 18-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Here we go, here we go. Dirty pace, let's go.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
Exit.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Hey, let's pin them in.
Ready.
First down, Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Bandit, bandit.
Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Ready, go.
They go play action with Wilson. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. defense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they're going to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a smaller back. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll get it up
I'm going to hit you all
to 34. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go, baby. New turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. Out, 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 out.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
From midfield, here's Allen. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
But he is out of bounds. He's inside the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Ready, ready, ready.
Yes, Mike. Bring it. Bring it. 58's the Mike.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
Big hit.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He's going to let it go again, and this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Let's go.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 50, clean. Bravo!
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up. 58.
Hayward.
Yeah, Mike, 58, right there.
Stop your whining.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Double dog, that's the way. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Now Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line.
Come on,
so
fellas.
A net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he wasn't very close to the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
We got this.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another first down.
On first down, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Mike 28. Bound to lose one.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time running. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Mike 28. Mike 28.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after here coming up. this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here hope that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On play action, Allen. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. Then the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough to make up. But I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Warner John. Ready, go.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Jerry Tillery able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's second and 11.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Record. Yep. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Buzz. Ready, go.
Now Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Here we go.
Go! I got motion man. Me. I got this.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Ready?
From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jets are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. A 2nd and a country mile. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fighting his way through contact. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and try to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. And the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Tight ends left. Hey, 4 down. 58, boys, 58.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
58 the mic.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to go up top again and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point right down the middle. The lead was swung out right there. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
The defense through the shutout, Adam. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.